Yeah, there's a bit of a fry explosion in some of the tanks. I just came down to the fish room, kind of feed them some live baby brine shrimp and also some frozen adult brine shrimp. This is the tank with the that updated in the last video with the black muscals that came from an albino. The female that had the fry is the albino one in the back. Yeah, I think she gets picked on by this bigger female, so I'm probably gonna pull this female anyway. As she gets closer to dropping fry, I'd like to keep them separate from these fry. And it looks like she had about 15, the albino one, all black eyes, so they're doing good. And these are the blue deltas that I got from Angels Plus. And sorry about the dirty glass, but one of the females just dropped a ton of fry as I came down here. I don't know what I'm going to do to get them out. I think I'm just going to take the parents out. Probably be easier than catching all these. So there's quite a few in there. So in this is the Schubel full green that I put in with two of the half black pastel females, and they've had a ton of fry, including one of them just had some now. So let's see if I can catch some of them at the top. So that's usually where they hang when they're first born. It's picking up a plant. Meaning the iPhone camera lens. So anyway, that's a bunch of fry in some of the tanks. In fact, I've only really looked in 4 of them so far, and I'll take a look, see if there's any others real quick. And these guys are all hiding at the top. So what's the difference between a golf ball and a Subaru? Well, as everybody knows, anybody can drive a golf ball at least 300 yards. Ba-dum-bum. And I put some black muscals down in a different tank. What I did was I was raising up some females for the IFGA shows at the end of the year. Don't know if they're going to have them or not. Obviously, the problems with the coronavirus is more important, keeping people safe. But I only put 1 male in, or 2 males, but just checked, and there are some newborn fry in this tank as well. So I'll probably yank them out. I got to find a place to put them because I actually don't have a place to put them yet. So, but anyway, these are just a bunch of females, and we'll see what we can do. And these are some more other black muscal females that I put aside. So some of them are pretty full, about ready to drop some fry, but I have so many plants up top you can kind of barely see the fish. Well, I say that, and there's some fry right there, actually. Got a reflection. Let me see if I can get in the way of that. And right there, we got some fry, so I'll have to go picking through the tanks. Now these fish are a spawn that I split up, so I can just put the fry together since it looks like they were pretty much born the same day. So, and these are some more red fry, bunch of them. And the Roebuck Reds just had a bunch of fry. See, we got them at the top. And these are, it's a whole tank of Roebuck Reds growing out. Hey, there's the light. So that's, I'm gonna have to move these into a 10-gallon tank soon. They're in a 5.5. And these are half black pastels. And there's some bunch of fry in here as well. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of work that has to be done. I'm in the midst of taking down a few tanks right now. So that's kind of what's going on in the fish room, and I'll update some more as I can. I think I started to take down some tanks over there. These 2 I started to empty, as well as those 2. And that tank right there is some more half black pastels, so I'll move them around. But we'll see. And there's a whole ton of fry in this tank of Roebuck Reds. as well. I'm just going to move the adults out. There's just females, and I think I put in one male, maybe two. But wherever the fry went, they were right here. You can never tell if it's picking them all up, but you can kind of get the idea. There's a bunch of fry in there, and there's some at the bottom. So I'm going to be taking the adults and putting them in this tank once I Clorox it, rinse it, and set it back up. And then I have a bunch of males of roebuck reds that are going to go into that tank. And then this tank will just be females. And this is probably going to split up the half black pastels and put them in there. And this one I'm not sure yet. All right, I'll be back with something else. Believe it or not, these are the two axolotl babies that have gotten pretty big. They're really strange. They do like to nip at each other once in a while. They're probably about 3 to 4 inches long now. They got the full amount of gills, normal amount of feet, toes. The pellet food I put is back there because this one was wagging his tail around and knocked all the food back there. And now this one's eating it. So they do a lot of weird stuff. Sometimes they just stare at me. Sometimes they just hang upside down or stand on the back two legs. Really weird. What do you call a bacon-wrapped dinosaur? Jurassic pork. Yeah, that's not very good. Yeah, these are Japan blue double swords that I had crossed with something, another sword, and it started giving me some black spots, and actually a couple of them that are like a blonde color. So a little hard to pick them up. There you can see one that's got quite a few of the spots, but still has the Japan neon blue coloration, as does this one. And not sure where there's the one that's kind of like a blonde. Pretty odd. There's quite a bit of just subtle changes in them, but they're basically still the Japan blue double swords. Now, the color, the spots or whatever don't matter if you were going to just have a tank of them and look at them. I mean, that's nice enough stuff to look at. If you wanted to show in the double sword class and the IFGA, these wouldn't be, one, they're not big enough, and two, the dorsals need to be longer. And that's something I'm working on, which was prompted to cross, actually. So we'll see what I end up getting, but it's pretty interesting. I kind of like the little dashes or whatever the heck it is. There's a lot of fry in there. I haven't been pulling them out. Just been leaving everything go until I get some that I like, and then those will be selected to be the next breeders. A little bit of a backwards way of doing a cross, but I'm not sure what I even want to see yet, so I haven't pulled any out. The other thing here was trying to bring back the red grass. I had started with 3 males and 1 female, and I got a whole bunch of new ones in there that's grown out from the fry that she's had. I think I still have the original mother of them all, and this one is one of the younger ones that's about to have some fry. So it's all good news trying to bring this line back. I got to do a water change in this tank. It's a little funky, but it's more like a mosaic right now. But some of them do have the finer grass pattern and the kind of like a Nike swoosh mark on the side of the body. Of course, as I'm saying that, I really don't see any that have it, but I'll keep at it until we come across one. So I just have all of them in here, actually, and once I see some of the best looking males, I'm going to pull them out, put them in with the 2 largest females. So, like I said, it's a work in progress. I'll get it going. I can devote a couple more tanks to them, which is good, and I'll need more tanks once we get more fry. There you can see that's the original female that's had all the fish in this tank except for the 3 larger males. So just had a couple of tanks that crashed with the red grass. It's really trying to treat for the green water, and whatever I did just kind of bumped off the whole tank, so I was left with 1 female and 3 males. So this is all from that. So that's going to wrap it up pretty much. Hope everybody's staying safe and avoiding the crazy people and able to get enough of whatever they need from the stores. And really don't know what else to say. Just take it easy, be careful, and enjoy the fish. Enjoy watching TV or exercising or whatever it is that you want to do. Get a little bit of downtime. All right, I'll be back soon with another video.